The new sword fighting mechanism in Ghost of Tsushima is way too intense and extremely interesting than what I've expected. Now, just a few seconds ago, Chris Zimmerman, who is the co-founder of Sucker Punch Studios, has shared some brand new gameplay details about Ghost of Tsushima. And the combat system in this game is way more than what you and me have expected. Now, starting off with the first and most important aspect, which is known as the iconic samurai katana. Now, in the game, Jin Sakai will have a very special family-inherited katana named the Sakai Storm, which has been passed through generations to Jin Sakai as one of the most legendary katanas in the game. Well, Sucker Punch has said that the game will have a weapon sharpness, speed, and precision feature. Now, different weapons in the game are said to have different sharpness levels, and as a player, if Jin uses a highly sharpened weapon or a katana in the game, then the Mongol enemies in the game will also start adapting to the same level of sharpness, agility, as well as precisions. So this kind of gives a level of challenge to all the players, rather than just making the main protagonist look almighty and more stronger than the other NPC characters. So now all the characters in the game will be as equally powerful as Jin Sakai, who is the main protagonist. Meaning that even if you upgrade Jin's gears and weapons to be much powerful, then the enemies will also have their weapons equally powerful as Jin all the time. So you might have a question on what is the use of even upgrading the weapons if all the enemies are going to be as equally powerful as Jin all the time. So the only difference that you will see throughout the game is with the difference between the time to kill and the amount of damage inflicted to each enemies. So let's say that Jin's damage has been increased drastically from when you started the game, and the same amount of damage will also be intaken by Jin, because all the enemies in the world will also be inflicting the same amount of damage that Jin inflicts to all the enemies. So the more stronger you are, the Mongols will also start getting stronger, and the game will always give the players a challenge. No matter if you're a really low level player or even if you're a high level player, the game is always going to be challenging and will always give you new things to explore and do all the time. Now, another very interesting thing with the combat system is the new Assassin's Creed type of block and parry style animations. Now, if you guys have played games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag or even The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, then that is how the blocking and parry system is going to be working, very similar to in Ghost of Tsushima, but the game still has its own complete different flavors added to itself. But as of now, the only two games that comes very close to comparison is the Assassin's Creed Black Flag and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, another completely unique new feature that has been introduced to Ghost of Tsushima, which is called as the stance system. Now, the stance system is something really unique, which is going to be allowing Jin to pick different stance positions, which will determine the type of attacks that you want to land on your enemies. Now, the stone stance is used by honorable samurai warriors, and this allows Jin to produce an attack that a weaker Mongol cannot really evade. But when things start getting really messy in the combat, you can always choose to pick the water stance, which is known as one of these fighting styles preferred by the Ghost, which is completely against the samurai tradition fighting strategies. And this stance basically allows you to attack the Mongols on all of their blind spots, and especially when you're in the water stance, Jin basically expresses aggression and frustration and anger towards the enemies, and you can actually hear Jin say some really weird stuff, which kind of scares away the enemies who are combating you, and sometimes they even get afraid of you, sometimes they even get aggressive, and this basically allows Jin to use all of the illegal tactics in order to get through your enemy's defenses. Now, another very interesting new feature that you'll see in this game is that Jin will eventually start getting tired when fighting, and you will see the energy being decreased in this character animations, and Jin will barely be able to stand his ground or even swing the sword if the combat takes longer than expected. So the combat will actually feel very much realistic, and the same goes for the Mongol enemies as well. Both Jin and the enemy will start getting exhausted as the fight keeps prolonging for a longer period of time, and you will eventually start slowing down and fall against each other, which is something that I'm really looking forward to seeing in Ghost of Tsushima. Now, there are much more gameplay information coming out for Ghost of Tsushima, and I will most likely be getting to play a review copy of this game, and I will let you guys know on all of my honest opinions and impressions on this game, as Sucker Punch has already announced that Ghost of Tsushima has gone gold, which means the review copies will be out very soon. And I will be giving you guys my honest opinions and all the information you basically need to know about this game. And if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers Ghost of Tsushima from tidbits to all of the massive informations and gameplays, and also make sure that you guys are smacking that bell notifications on and set the notifications to all notifications, so that way you don't really miss out on any of my daily videos on Ghost of Tsushima. However, I am also doing a giveaway of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Cyberpunk 2077, so you can basically win a free copy for yourself by simply staying the most active on the channel. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, then please leave a like rating, as that could really help me out and also get this video noticed by more viewers as well. So all of your support is absolutely appreciated. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Till then, take care fams, and goodbye.